Uh, yeah. Well, it's the utility room keys. Little ladder? That's a very tiny ladder. That's a tiny little piece with the green and the pink. The soup. Um, flour. That was Daisuke, I'm pretty sure. There's a note. No turning back now. Oh, but I... No turning back. No! Now there's no note. Hang in there. Oh wait, there's nothing I could do. Can't get into it. If I turn around, it just resets it. What if I... Oh! A Game Boy? 2 weights and a... No, seriously, what the hell? Like a Game Boy, 2 flowers, 2 5-pound weights. Responsibility? If I walk backwards from this... Wow. I hear something coming up behind me. Utility room? Wait. Did he always have a bottle of mouthwash? Don't be daft, and he has an axe. Lend a hand. I know those hands didn't used to be bloodied. And we're falling? Oh boy. What the heck? All these little axes. Oh, this is the medical room. This is that vent. We're just having a full-on breakdown at this point, aren't we? I think we're pretty close to the end, though. Feels like we're getting close to the end. That's not the way. That's a great. That's not good. That's not what I need. There's nothing on the other side of that grate anyway. Oh, there's more past that thing. Okay. I just didn't see it. What's down there? It's a flower with... I think that's a bee on it? Which, if we're going with typical interpretations of symbols, probably refers back to the fact that Anya was pregnant. Because it's bees and flowers tend to be pollination metaphors. Oh. Aye. Yeah, this is really your fault. Pony Express personal protection weapon issued to the captain in case of unrest amongst the crew. This is very different. What the heck? Beloved friend, I remember you, so you are eternal. Do they all say that? I heard something else walking around in here. Ah! That's Daisuke. You just woke up? Well, you've missed a trip. What? Was he behind me? I thought there was only one way out. Am I having fun with this? I'm actually really enjoying it because there's a lot of film metaphors and things like that in it. And now I have to shoot this guy before he shoots me. Or stabs me. I wonder if I just wait in the corner if I can get him. There we go. Yeah, no, it's been a lot of really interesting, like, visual metaphors and things like that, and kind of like interesting visual storytelling where things are metaphorically very fun to interpret. There's been some creepy moments, but not so much in terms of like full-on scares. A lot of it's just been kind of the fun of piecing together the story. I have something to say, so shut the fuck up and listen. Waiting immediately works. I know, right? It's like, we'll find a corner so he can't sneak up on us, and we'll just keep shooting him that way. I spent 13 years half cut up to my eyeballs. Drunk, to put it mildly. Then suddenly I saw it, a streetlight shining in my face. 500 gigawatts of the power of God. A vision of my bloated body found in some ditch. Scared me straight. So I got a collar shirt, a mortgage, and a credit card. All the things that make me a good man. I hoped I could raise my children to be better than their old man. I wanted to believe I was never one setback away from my worst self. But the truth is, discipline, drive, routine, the endless fucking desperation to get shit done. A loving wife, great kids, sobriety. I'm telling you, accomplishments I'd been chasing all my life, never felt as good as when I crossed the finish line. So now that we're at the end, taking inventory, those nights spinning out of my head, sinking into the sofa, broken glass in my palms, bleeding dry the funniest thing ever. Old dogs laughing and snarling on waterbed floor, mocking the moon for daring to show its face. All nausea and wreckage and vomit and ugly cruelty. Only half of what he is saying is making sense. The only problem in the world, an empty bottle. Those were the best days of my life. Yeah, those were the best days of my life. I got nothing to hide, ready to face the music. I can see myself for what I am, but you, cowardly, selfish motherfucker, you can't even see it. I should have been able to protect the kid. If I could have done one right thing, I wish it would have been to give one small chance to get off this goddamn rock. Swansea, I'm gonna fix everything. We're gonna make it. Fuck you. Take responsibility. Well, I used the gun. Do not touch. Okay. Manage your cables. I don't have anything in my inventory. Pretty sure everyone's dead at this point. Now I'm waiting for that giant horse monster to just show up and eat me. The tunnels are starting to get Oh, hello, eyeballs. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I got no privacy. Huh. I guess you could say the eyes had it. And now we're in Meat Tunnel. Hey, I see that, Matilde. That looks like teeth. That wasn't there a second ago. Oh. We were in Curly's head. His eye's gone, though. Definitely something to be said for crawling out of Curly's head. Like a metaphor. Hey, man. We've got a lot of valves.
Tis old Mother Goose's birthday. We're giving her a party. A party, a party, a party for Mother Goose.
The baker man, he served the cake. It was a sight.
Dude looks fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, the baker man served a cake. Earlier we cut up Curly's leg at the same scene as the cake. East. Gotta have your meat and potatoes. I need my meat and potatoes, Curly. Well, we opened your mouth. I don't know what else we're supposed to do. There's meat, though. A lot of meat. Oh. Oh! I can rotate these. Are there any other ones I can rotate, or is it just the red ones? I mean, that looks right, because it's like, if you follow it, if you assume it loops around, it goes from here, up, through here, across here, down to the top, and then over to this one. Right? And that's only if I'm interpreting this right, though. Because this one can't move. I can only move these 4. Wait, that's his head. Weird. The thing in his shoulder controls his head. Not 100% sure. Yes, the meat. I get the meat. Oh, I have the leg. So, yeah, okay, so now it's going down there. Nope, we didn't get to his stomach. Poor Curly. It goes down there, but then it gets stopped. Okay, now how about that? Now can we feed him? Oh, I need to... Yeah, I need to pick up the leg he vomited up. This should... Goes down. Through there. Cross. Huh? Down. Nope. That goes across, but... That doesn't make sense unless I can actually change them while he's eating it. Sorry about this, Curly. We're trying. No? I can't move him while he's doing it. So if he does this, it'll go that way, up. I think this is it. I think the trick here is the fact that he needs to eat, go there, so it's come up here. So we had it right, we just didn't know we were supposed to do with it before. Ta-da! You ate your own leg, sir. Congratulations. Thank you. Help me? Oh, weird, I have control over him. Although, really, all I could do is push forward or back, and it doesn't change which direction he goes. You got this, Jimmy. Just do that star walk. To the flaming chair thing. I want to go home. We are home. Why don't you finish what you started? Don't worry, if anyone finds us, I'll still be playing the villain. You'll be the better man in the end, just like you wanted. I could have stopped it. I'm taking responsibility. No, we can both be heroes. Just for one day. We're a team, just you and me like we used to be. What happened was an accident. We were trapped. I made a mistake, alright? I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, Curly. He's sorry. You know, like the game that we kept pointing out was a metaphor for this whole thing. Take responsibility. And we're back in the vents. The meat vents. What's that? Oh, it's a stool. I don't understand here, sir. Your heart seems to have some chunky bits in it. Something breaking through. There's a solid mass here that seems to be a foreign element piercing through. Ultrasound scanner, take care of it. What is it in this consider? Not 100% sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. There's something that keeps bumping up in here. That don't look right. I mean, there seems to be more of a noise coming from... right there. Trying to use the audio cues to try and maybe figure it out. Something else I can use other than like the ultrasound scanner? Nothing to interact with. But I've gone through this entire thing and I don't see anything. Unless, like, the giant thing in front of me is a misdirect. Is possible. I don't see anything on this thing that, I mean, other than the weird pointy bits that look ribs or something. These. But there's definitely a sound element to this. Get closer to over here. Oh! What? Oh! That's an eye? Like two eyes and a something. Like a dog? What? Ah! That is terrifyingly creepy. Ah! I don't even know what that was. All clean. Hope it hurts. Really gets rid of that bad taste in your mouth, huh? Hope this hurts. Through wreckage. I hope this hurts. Through silence. I hope this hurts. Wash it away. I hope it hurts. All day fire fresh. I hope this hurts. What the heck just happened? Oh. Oh, you're like a centipede of the donkey. Okay. Okay. I think that's the first time I could honestly say something was Okay, so don't approach the donkey. Maybe. Okay, it runs away. But it comes out that way, so turn this way. Oh! So I just gotta run away from it, I guess? I am not 100% sure what the heck is going on here. But it seems like it keeps just... Huh. Okay. I don't know what that was. I really don't. Oh. This is everybody's employee card? Jimmy, that's me. Is Curly in here anywhere? I don't see Curly, but I do see them kind of disappearing and appearing. Also not seeing, Anya anywhere. Wait, no, that's Anya under there, right? Yeah. Ugh, it's really piling up in here. These are empty bottles of mouthwash. Why does it look like there's something in the dark? Because there is. But it's just mouthwash. Oh. And a cartoon dog horsey. Hi. It is you. That's rude. Pony Express is dead. So are you. Sorry? Shut up. Curly tried his best. I did too. But he's the better man. I see that now. We can both still make it. I'll take care of him. I'm taking responsibility. Curly, Captain, I'm sorry. Yes. Yes. Yes, I do. I fucked up. But I can still make this right. Our worst moments don't make us... Oh. Holding on. That's a good question. 0 hours before judgment. Uh, I know I cut up your leg and served it to all of our dead crewmates. And I ate part of your leg. But it's gonna be okay, Curly. What does this go to? Utility. You know, this kind of reminds me of that scene in Metal Gear Solid 5 where there's just like that montage of go home? Of Snake walking down the tunnel and he gets more bloody and scary and demonic as he walks down. That's what this kind of reminds me of. Heck, you're even missing an arm and a leg, just like he was. Well, at the start. Okay. So did we put Curly in there? We did. It's okay, Curly. You're going to be okay. You always had my back. I ended up hurting you even though I was trying to save us. But now you'll survive. Just like you said. Together, we can fix anything. I'm just proud I got to be your friend and co-pilot, Captain. No one can hurt you now. We fixed it. I fixed it. Wait. Oh. You jerk, you just trapped us at the start of Fallout 4. I'll, that was an absolutely insane ride through the general events of a man whose mind was completely falling apart. So I guess the whole thing starts with the fact that he's having, clearly Jimmy is already, or at least we're not holding the baby. That's true. That's fair. So Jimmy, who was already mentally unwell because he keeps screwing around with his psyche valves, and it's very clear that it's like something's up there. So he's already mentally unwell. And then he finds out that he got his fling of a sort of girlfriend, crewmate, pregnant. And he just snaps at that point because he's in a dead-end career with no prospects and found out just recently that's like, hey, this company's gone too. I have nothing. So in a moment of what apparently was just utter insanity breaking through, decides to crash the ship into into an asteroid. And so they keep going. So they keep going, messes up the whole thing, and he gets in his head that it's like, he's got to take responsibility. He's got to take responsibility. He's the captain now. He's got to charge of the captain. He's got to take responsibility. And that, of course, that's mixed together with he's got to take responsibility as in the baby, and also take responsibility as in take care of the crew, because that's what the captain does, because he's the next in line of succession and everything. Meanwhile, he's got the guilt of the fact that he's responsible for the entire situation. So he's, never says he's sorry about the whole thing. And on top of it, like, they find out, like, the important, vital thing that's essentially their last job is just their, mouthwash. They're shipping an endless amount of mouthwash across the galaxy. Now, that's what everyone's going to die for. And then it just kind of breaks down from there. And you have all these people who are just kind of dysfunctional in a bad situation, and then they're getting all intoxicated on the mouthwash. And it becomes more and more clear to them that there's just no way out. And desperation, psychosis, all sorts of different things, till everyone's having a complete mental breakdown. And at the very end, it seems like Jimmy's dealing with guilt, responsibility, the fact that his life is worthless, and the fact that he was apparently going to be a father, despite the fact that he was nowhere set for any of that stuff. And then he eventually just completely breaks down and just has a psychotic break there at the end. But ultimately does the one thing by putting Curly into the cryogenic freezer, which is the one guy who has done nothing but try to actually help. So he got out. Well, maybe. We don't even know if Curly got out. We just know he got 20 extra years to get found than anyone else on the crash ship. Because everyone else is dead. And horrifically so. So that was quite the experience of a game. I really enjoyed like the visual storytelling, because there's like so many like shots and elements that are just, here is something that represents what's going on, not necessarily literally. Like the sorry board. The sorry board started out with like the fact that it was trapped in kind of a stasis situation, and everything was just kind of like, but as things started to deteriorate, you saw more and more representation of what was going on in the lives of these individuals being represented on what was going on in the sorry board, including the fact that you had like at one point snake eyes being rolled and all sorts of different things. And then things like wonderful little like cinematic shots, like when Anya, despite the fact that, we don't know at this point, but she knows that she's pregnant. And she's holding the mouthwash, which has an ungodly amount of alcohol and other terrible things in it, as she notes. And she's just sitting there going like, she's really tempted just to give up and drink this stuff, but she also knows the fact that it's not what she should be doing as someone who's a pregnant person. But you feel the pressure with that shot, with the bottles of mouthwash closed in on framing both sides of the shot, and she's just kind of like trapped in between it, feeling the pressure of it. Stuff like that. There were just moments that were just beautiful storytelling in this game, in terms of like the visuals, in terms of metaphors, in terms of this means this. Like, you get one thing that's like the idea of taking responsibility, and that just simple phrase ends up representing 4 or 5 different sentiments by the end of it. Really well done in terms of like a narrative storytelling. And it was also creepy as hell. Oh my god. There were so many moments where it was just kind of like, there were some where I didn't know where they were going, but there were some where it was just kind of like incredibly unnerving moments. The only one where I was really kind of confused was like the one moment where like the going through the vents with the centipede horse thing. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do there. I just kept moving forward and not looking to the sides because that seemed to be where it was always jumping out at us. And I figure if I kept moving forward, maybe we'd avoid it. And we did. I mean, that worked out. But it seemed to be like I wasn't quite sure like how to understand what was going on there. And it seemed like I almost missed everything because I just kept moving forward. But at the same time, there was nothing else you could really do there. So, I don't know. So, that was Mouthwashing. What a freaking experience that was.